What's up, beautiful people? This is your girl, Blue Nola. I'm in the building, back in the building after Halloween, to talk about a few topics that have gone viral. All right, so let's get into it. Before I do, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, share if you care. Don't forget I am running two specials on the website for the holidays. You can go to BlueNolaTarot.com to check them out. The lowest price point is literally $45, guys. You cannot beat that anywhere. So let's get into it. So, Young Thug, this is who we're going to start with first. Commentary around Young Thug. He was released yesterday. This was a huge, big deal for everyone. This trial has been going on forever and ever and ever. The worst trial I've ever seen in my entire life. But once I saw those other people, those co-defendants taking plea deals, I was like, okay, this is something's about to happen, obviously, right? So, Young Thug has pled, I guess, they were saying he pled guilty, and that, yeah, he was after pleading guilty, right? So, this is what he's gotten. I got this from Rap TV. He has been sentenced to 40 years, 5 years in prison, 15 years of probation, backloaded 20 years in custody if probation isn't completed. He got time already served, therefore he's out now. That is a lot. I'm going to be honest with you. So today, I want to know, is he going to make it? That's what I really want to know. And I'm sure he's already happy, but is he going to make it? Because I did see his dad saying he didn't like that. He didn't like he felt like that wasn't a good deal. So is he going to make it? Then on top of that, right, Thug requested not only to stay in contact with his brother, but he actually requested to have contact with Gunna. While everybody's sitting here mad. This is a perfect example of people sitting here mad at somebody and that person not even mad at that person. That person, their mindset is in a totally different mind frame, right? Remember when I did the reading on YSL and I said Gunna probably would come out first and then Young Thug will come out? Go back to that reading. It's there, right? We even did a reading on September 4th and I time-stamped it. I believe it was at 1 hour, 20 minutes and 31 seconds where I said a significant change. This was September 4th that just passed. A significant change is going to happen. It can happen to Young Thug that could change the fate of what he's going through. And that just happened. So I have an official video on the channel that talks about Gunna coming out first, then Young Thug. And then I have on September 4th another video. It's like a collage of, it's a bunch of people on there. But at the 1 hour, 20 minute and 31 second mark, I talk about something significant can happen to Young Thug where a change can happen. I'm going to link that in here. So we're going to do a quick pull to see like, okay, is he going to make it? I know Mariah is excited because she's been holding him down. Is he going to make it? And how will the music with Gunna go, right? How will this connection with Gunna go? Give me the energy around Young Thug's spirit. First of all, let's just start with the, what made him decide to work with, request to, I know he said he has business with Gunna, but what made him, like, outside of the business decide, okay, I'm going to make this a stipulation to work with Gunna to continue my relationship with him? Give me the energy around Young Thug. Wow, people mad and calling Gunna a rat. He over here requesting to work with the man and stay in contact with him. Wow, that's a lot of people sat here and wasted a lot of energy. This is almost like when you get in between two people that have an argument, a couple, they get back together. You might as well just mind your business. Give me the energy around, Young Thug and Gunna and their connection. Ooh. I don't want to drop any. Well, if it drops, it's fine. They have the World card together. They have the Eight of Pentacles. They have the Hierophant. The Queen of Wands. And then they have the Nine of Pentacles. I feel like it's two things can be true at the same time. I feel like he's been talking and staying connected to Gunna. Well, let me say talking. I still feel like through his family and connections, he's still been cool with Gunna. This represents, I can see initially there may have been some challenges, but it shows here they overcame those challenges. And then this is really about fulfilling the work that they need to do. But when you look up here, I could see where in the beginning there was like some wounds, a wound or so that was there. And then here, this talks about lacking focus. This talks about unfinished business and the work. It talks about continuing to do the work. But I can see even from a personal perspective where this talks about challenges. And then this also too talks about a lack of closure. And these are all cards of lacking something. This is business and personal. But down here, I think it's both. Two things can be true at the same time. I think it's about the fact that they want to continue to work a relationship, but also too, they've kind of moved past whatever they had going on or whatever the feelings were. No matter how big or how small was for them, they've moved past that. Let me say this: when they come back together and put some music out, there's some money to be made here. This talks about it's gonna be real. If obviously people are gonna be waiting on it, people are gonna be expecting it, people are gonna be excited about it. Some money to be made. That Nine of Pentacles talks about success, right? Success in the next project that they do. Fruits of the labor coming through. But this Queen of Wands represents both of them still having love for each other. This represents both of them wanting to be a part of each other's lives. This is about money. This is about friendship. This is about love for each other. This is about money. They both come through as two things can be true at the same time. We want to continue the business side of it, but we have love for it. I believe too that Gunna was holding his family down in some capacity. When you see that Queen of Wands, that's like saying somebody was kind of facilitating in a way, making sure things kept moving. And this is another thing. So, right. And I do feel like even though a lot of people, with that Hierophant felt like Gunna was a snitch, Gunna didn't throw him under the bus like I never thought that. I mean, if you go back to my reading, I said he wasn't snitching on him. But I feel like whatever they thought was going on, whatever we thought, or the masses thought was going on, it was, for them, it was a bump in the road and they kept moving forward. But this is like, they're going to continue to maintain their relationship, connection, etc., etc. Will it continue on? Like, will they, initially they they get together, they're trying to figure it out. Will their friendship and business relationship continue to grow? Will they go their separate ways eventually? Give me the energy around Gunna and Young Thug. I think that there's the card of perseverance, right? So this represents they'll continue to forge together. I know Mariah is excited. We don't have to do a reading on her. We need to do a full reading on Gunna and her. But I know Mariah is super excited. She was saying, thank you, God. She's been holding this man down. She is in love with this man. And the Ten of Cups is, something where they were separated. And now the judgment day has come. And then she has the message of Queen of Cups, man. She loves this man, period, right? Something that broke their relationship up, right? Created opposition, a judgment that was finally rendered, positive judgment. And now she's on the happy side of it. This lady was devoted to him, a good person, loved him, listened to him, compassionate about him, was all about him, period. Their relationship is going to continue to move forward too. That Queen of Cups that represents even by next year and after that, you'll see them still holding tight. I don't see a breakup at this time. Let's move into the next topic. I do feel like when I looked at he got 40 years, I'm like, what for what? Now, if you go back to the original video, I said they weren't innocent. I said that, right? I do feel like what his father's saying, that's excessive. But at the end of the day, he's free. Will he make it through? That's the question. Will Gunna make it through? Will Young Thug make it through without going back into being pulled back into it? He can't even go to Metro Atlanta, y'all. Like, will he be able to, do it and be successful? 15 years, that's a long time. Like, that's a setup to fall, a setup to fail. Will he make it? Give me the energy around Young Thug. Will he be able to do this 15 years probation without going back to jail? Five of Wands, conflict increased on. Now this talks about conflict avoidance of increased on his focus goals. Two of Wands, this does show he stays making his positive decisions. Judgment is back, having good discernment. Okay, so far it's showing he avoids the conflict. He's making better decisions, and he actually is having discernment. All right. Three of Wands, he's traveling, doing what he's got to do, doing his work, being in his relationship. but he does have some messages around. He can get pulled back eventually. So I would just caution him to be careful, because it feels like in the beginning, like he's fine here, but then in 1 to 4, let's talk about in 4 years from now. You could say 1 to 4, but in 4 years from now, it almost makes you feel like, it almost makes you feel like he gets into like something, undelivered promises. And then, he gets caught up. So hopefully, Jesus, we're going to knock on wood and pray that he'll be okay. But it's hard to go 15 years, and that means he got to leave all kind of stuff alone. He can't be associated with certain people, certain situations. He just got to do the right thing. They just had, what's the name? Dirk on the wiretap. So he need to be truly careful. 111 is the angel number that I'm seeing. I'm here in New Orleans. A reminder from the universe to be present in the moment. He needs to remember his situation. He needs to remember, his position, right? Final word on Young Thug. He has the 9 of Pentacles. And again, it does show he tries to fly straight and narrow, right? It does show he tries to, but it does come to the message around he can fall short a little bit by lacking focus. So he needs to get real airtight. Don't take it as a joke. They're going to be on him. All right. So the next topic we're going to talk about is, we talked about Tory Lanez the other day. And we talked about the fact that Tory Lanez was suing the lawyer. I said, well, that, good luck to that. That may be hard to do, etc., etc. And then we see that, and we also talked about the other day on that Tory Lanez video that Meg Thee Stallion's lawyer was threatening to sue bloggers, and they even sued a blogger that is here on YouTube, right? And she's been a big advocate for Tory Lanez. The only thing I want to ask in that situation is, can this lawsuit between Meg Thee Stallion and that blogger, can this escalate into something significant? I know that Tory's representation is now representing her, but Spirit, give me the energy around that particular blogger. Where will that go? Well, how will the case between the blogger and Meg Thee Stallion go? Well, there's something about some type of porn or something. Give me the energy around how will that case go? 6 of Pentacles, 2 of Swords, and 10 of Swords. It does come to an end. So there's a recovery here. So it does show in the messages, show in the messages something about they're willing to spend money to pursue this, and these other people are willing to take on the challenge. So we're not unite the people. So Meg Thee Stallion side is going to pursue this to the fullest. And then you have the other side, unite the people. They're going to also stand tall. There's something about it does come to a decision, because it talks about a truce, a choice, right? And then there's another one that talks about inevitably ending. It does talk about somebody being ruined, though. And then there's something about being able to prove that the person has been, there's something about proving that this person has had a history of doing something. There's a person, I don't know the lady's full name, but there's something about when you see the Queen of Cups, that could also represent that they do find that the person has been malicious in some way. So this is what this Queen of Cups is representing. So, and then the 2 of Wands. So it feels like there's something about a decision coming. And then the Ace of Swords, this could represent there's been a pursuit of a person. So cruelty, pursuit, this could represent almost like they can establish that the person may have been a little overzealous in their pursuits, right? Or in their reporting of the situation. It does look like it can land into a situation where either they come to some understanding about it and they call a truce, like just kind of like Nicki Minaj and the girl from Shreveport, where they come like, you don't talk about me, leave me alone, right? It does have truce energy, but it also has a step beyond that, because this 6 of Pentacles is significant. The 6 of Pentacles is like saying somebody's going to be paying. It almost feels like we come to some agreement, but it almost makes you feel like they're pursuing something that feels tangible. Okay. And they do show, they've been kind of like logging and clocking the person. And this does show that they're going to try to determine if this person has been, how you want to say, having a vice, or this person has created some type of action that caused a negative, this person has been putting something out. So I would just say, like, good luck to them all. I don't really have a dog in the fight. I don't pay attention a whole lot to a lot of stuff. I do Tory Lanez when it hits me, but it does give the energy that Meg's team is going to pursue it. This other Unite the People will stay on top of it and pursue it, but it does show in the messages there's the lady who's she's in the Queen of Pentacles, she's in reverse. It does show like they're going to be able to just show that there's something excessive that happened. There's something about, like, they're going to be able to show that there's almost like, how you want to say, when you see the Devil card in the Queen of Pentacles, it's like saying they're going to be able to say that there's something that was like overdoing it, doing too much, if that makes sense. And then there's a consequence for it, unfortunately. So that's on that. Now, switching gears. Meg the Stallion. I guess she's doing some docu-series, and she's basically, finally came out and said, hey, I lied and said I slept with Tory Lanez. Well, we all know that, because I remember when she initially talked about that on Gayle King, I did a video right after that saying she's lying. And nobody believed her, right? So she finally confessed that she did, in fact, lie about that situation. When they went to trial and she got on stand and they asked her about it, she did confess on stand that she slept with Tory Lanez. So on court records and court documents, she did confess to it. She said that she wasn't expecting Gayle to answer this question. But when you see that when you see that Six of Wands in reverse, that does talk about, that comes with consequences, because when people, nobody's perfect. People lie, white lies, big lies, whatever you want to call it. But publicly, it does come with consequences, because it talks about the fact that, can we trust what you say? On one hand, it's like, okay, well, she did lie about it, but when she got on stand, she admitted it. So she did it. She admitted it where it counts. But, especially when this man is in the middle of an appeal and a legal pursuit, how much weight will it really hold? That's the question, right? So it is a negative impact on her publicly, because, again, it shows that she has the ability to not be truthful, right? Publicly. And in and around the situation, right? This is what it shows. So, but will it impact him? Will this help him in any way? And let's go ahead and pick this up. It definitely shows that they'll try to use it to some degree. But again, she told the truth where it mattered, right? She lied to Gayle, but she told the court. So will this have a positive impact for Tory Lanez in his appeal? And whatever this message said, we're going to talk about it. Oh, and the Two of Pentacles is in reverse. And then that. Again, because she put it on record where it counts. That's already been clarified that she slept with him, right? Two of Pentacles means that's not going to help him very much. This talks about, the Two of Pentacles is like saying, okay, that's already been established. She lied, but she told it where it counts, just like I just said. Even when you look at this card here, this talks about a lack of help, a lack of, it doesn't help him in any way. Yeah, it can establish that, she has a tendency to lie, but she told the truth where it mattered, which is court, which is on trial. That's the important thing. She told the truth where it counts. And therefore, even though they may try to use it, or maybe use the fact that she has a tendency to lie, even though they may use it, her counsel, right, is not going to help his case that much in terms of, because she's already put it on record that she did. Okay. I would I would say to anybody, not even just Meg the Stallion, when you have legal stuff going on, just tell the truth, because things can be and will, like they say, anything can and will be used against you in a court of law. So make sure you are, being truthful about what you got going on. So that is on Meg the Stallion. We've done Young Thug, etc., etc. All right, so let's see. The other I didn't want to touch the election too much, other than to say, like, we definitely need to be, voting, and we definitely don't need to be sleeping in this, during this election. This is a big deal. I mean, we've been hearing a lot of racist rhetoric, and we've been seeing a lot of stuff going on. I know a lot of times, people, how you want to say it? I know a lot of times people think Trump is funny because he's old guy and he be saying crazy stuff. But at the same time, this is serious, right? I mean, I know a lot of times we like to put older people on, when we see older people saying crazy stuff on camera, we think it's hilarious. But we got to remember, this could be impact our whole lives in the next 4 years. So make sure you get out and vote whoever you decide to vote for. That was the only two people that I really wanted to talk about. I wanted to see if any. Let me see what time I got. I wanted to see if there's anything else. The Shade Room. Let's see if there's anything else I want to talk about. I see that Young Thug's killer, Justin Johnson, was sentenced to an additional 50 years in prison on top of life. Wow. That he deserves that. He deserves it. All right. Sexy Red just endorsed Kamala Harris for president. After voting Harris for president, after voting for her. Yes. Okay. So Sexy Red, Glorilla. I saw Jennifer Lopez, Beyonce, and even LeBron James. Okay, period. A lot of people are endorsing. Gayle King responds to Meg Thee Stallion calling her bitch. She said, I am not about to sit here and address that. I love Meg, and that is it, and that is all. She took the high road. What's up? Let's see. Wack 100 alleges that Diddy's son Christian Combs was caught with a trans woman. Give me the energy around. Is there any truth to that? Wack be lying. Give me the energy around Wack 100. Christian Combs, was he caught with a trans woman? Is this true? And that other thing he's talking about, one of the sons is not his. We already know he's talking about Justin. Give me the energy around. Ooh. Is that true? Would Christian Combs get caught with a trans woman? I feel like there's a little bit of truth to that. So that's all I'm going to say. Yes, High Priestess is truth. It feels like a little bit of truth to that. Wack is just a big fat blabbermouth. He just literally is over there he don't care about nothing and nobody. He's just trying to do content. It does have a little bit of truth to it though. It does. Ruthless. Wack is going to take advantage of this whole situation for money, monetizing. Right? He's going to be ruthless. A lot of you notice Wack and what's that guy's name? Ray J? They've been running him out constantly. They've realized that keeps them in the blogs, that monetizes them. Like you can't even be successful in your business in terms of, your new TV show, your new company. You got to get online and like Nicki Minaj say, talking like Orlando Brown. That's because you can't be successful in other areas. They've realized that doing a Jaguar right, Orlando Brown is more lucrative for them than actually running a legitimate business. All right, so that's it. I don't want to make this video too long, but there's some truth to it, but it does show like it's going to be challenged, right? So anyway, y'all, like, comment, subscribe, share if you care. This is mainly about Young Thug, Meg Thee Stallion, and her lawsuit with the blogger. Meg Thee Stallion and, her talking about Tory Lanez. A little bit about the election talk. And then, of course, Christian Combs. And if there's any truth to what Wack was saying, if there's something to that. All right, take care. Stay blessed, encouraging, and power. I hope you like this. And I'm out. All right, before I go, I just wanted to mention that the holiday special is still on for November. We're in the second week of November. Make sure you check it out. I have 2 specials for you guys. I have a special that is as low as $45. You cannot beat that anywhere. Check it out at BlueNolaTarot.com. BlueNolaTarot.com. That is 2 holiday specials for November. We may not do one for December, but I'm definitely doing it for November. Thank you to everyone that's booked already. I appreciate you. Thank you so much. Wonderful. I'll talk to you soon. I just wanted to put this on the back end because I always forget. Take care. Bye-bye. Oh, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, share if you care.